Amir Barkawi, a terrorist leader and financier, is purportedly responsible for an attack in Europe. The opening scene is situated somewhere in Pakistan. At his property, he is hosting a wedding reception for his daughter. Barkawi discusses his son's discovery of a mole, a German agent, in one of their terrorist cells in Lebanon with two of his sons. He instructs his sons to be absolute in eliminating the threat after learning that the mole had been killed, meaning that they should also kill the spy's family. An informant posing as a server leaves a text message with Barkawi's whereabouts for the U.S. government, as the celebration is in progress. Just as the informant is about to leave, the military in Nevada performs a drone strike upon it. Barkawi and his family are allegedly killed as the compound erupts in flames. After 2 years, President Benjamin Asher is jogging alongside his best buddy and top-secret service agent Mike Banning in the vicinity of the White House in Washington. Mike comes home, where it is revealed that he and his wife Leah are currently expecting their first child. He intends to take some time off to spend with his family and complete the nursery setup. She is obviously irritated by the numerous security cameras he has placed throughout the space. We learn that Barkawi is still alive in Yemen and that he interacts with his son Cameron. They start making plans for retaliation. Asher and Mike are both notified that James Wilson, the British Prime Minister, passed away lately while they were back in Washington. They fly to London to attend Wilson's burial along with Asher's employees, which include Secret Service Director Lynn Jacobs. They assume it is well guarded, but are wrong when a group of mercenaries under Barkawi's control launch an attack, beginning with a bomb that blows up the limo of the Canadian Prime Minister. Soon, mercenaries posing as police officers and royal guards start firing on commoners and other world leaders. 2 assassins kill the female German Chancellor at Buckingham Palace before they themselves are killed. 2 suicide bombers blow up both support spans of a bridge, killing the Japanese Prime Minister and his chauffeur and causing the bridge to collapse into the river. While seated atop Westminster Abbey, the Italian Prime Minister is assassinated beside his mistress. Another suicide bomber sails a barge carrying explosives near to the French president's boat, where he is killed. Mike shoots the mercenaries on the street while escorting Asher and Jacobs to safety in St. Paul's Cathedral. The terrorists quickly begin attacking famous sites in London, such as Big Ben and the Tower Bridge over the Thames, detonating bombs that result in the deaths of further individuals. To get to safety, Mike, Asher, and Jacobs board a helicopter. The 2 security helicopters are destroyed by the terrorists' Stinger ground-to-air missiles before they hit the presidential helicopter. When the presidential helicopter crashes to the earth, Jacobs is fatally impaled and passed away. Then, as additional assassins on motorcycles pursue them, Mike and Asher flee. The president's staff is sitting back in Washington, terrified that their pals have perished. Mike makes an effort to get in touch with Trumbull and send them a message informing them that he and Asher are still alive. He is compelled to enter an underground station with the president, and after murdering the terrorists pursuing them, they proceed on foot via a deserted metro tube. Asher notices that the terrorists want him dead as he and Mike race through the tunnels, and he gives Mike the command to murder him if necessary. Mike agrees grudgingly. Barkawi calls Trumbull and his staff in Washington to threaten them and warn them that he is seeking retribution for the deaths of his family. They are informed that Wilson was purposefully slain with the intention of gathering all the world leaders to be eliminated and that the autopsy revealed poison in his body. Mike and Asher rush to the residence of MI6 agent Jacqueline Marshall, whom Mike is familiar with. As the city is put on lockdown, Jax uses her computer to discover that Barkawi is the mastermind behind the entire scheme. She replays a message from Trumbull stating that they have acknowledged receiving Mike's message and are sending assistance. The 3 watch numerous armed men come in what appears to be the Delta team on the security cameras coming to save Mike and Asher. But Mike sees that the men are not perspiring despite wearing heavy equipment. They are aware that the terrorists have their message intercepted and are waiting to attack. The 3 are shot by the attackers as they barge in. With some assistance from President Asher, Mike manages to murder all of them by shooting a number of them. When more terrorists ambush Mike and President Asher once more, their automobile is struck by a truck as they travel through the streets in a car. The terrorist who attempted to assassinate Mike is shot and killed by Mike despite his confusion, but Asher is taken hostage by the remaining terrorists as they make their escape. Asher is transported to a secret place where Cameron is arranging everything for his execution in front of the people. He repeatedly punches Asher to put him through pain first. In the meantime, Mike and the actual Delta team are en route to save him. The terrorists put up the cameras and transmitted it to every network worldwide, so it was seen in public areas like Times Square. Asher is instructed by Cameron to say one last thing, before Mike barges in and shoots everyone. Cameron prepares to sever Asher's head with a machete, He gets into a fistfight with Cameron and tells him that the United States adversaries will still be there in 1,000 years no matter how many times they try to attack it. Cameron succeeds in making a getaway. Mike gives the Delta team commander the order to detonate the building. As the building burns down, Mike grabs Asher, and the two of them jump down a shaft, killing Cameron and the remaining terrorists. Finding Mike and Asher, the Delta team informs the staff that they are still alive. Yemen is where Barkawi's estate is situated. When he gets lost, Trumbull phones him to let him know Barkawi is the target of yet another drone attack. After coming home, Mike spends time with Leah and their infant. He is considering the resignation letter he previously wrote to Asher. Speaking on television on the current situation, Trumbull conveys an upbeat message that America will triumph. Mike is persuaded by this to throw out the letter.